Good morning, Beaumont. Just when you think everything is working out well, then everything kind of goes nuts. So we have to ask this question. You can't be neutral. You have to choose sides. So, as my friend Randy Matthews asked so well, which side are you on?
There's trouble all around the world, but it looks that way to me. People don't know what to do. They don't know where they should be. Just one question still remains, to which we must respond. Two roads lead from where we are. Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Moses crossed the desert with a band of weary men. For 40 years they wandered through the hot and burning sand. Now Moses went, prayed alone, the weary vagabond. Lightning wrote these words in stone. Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Some men work for little things, some work for a little bit more. Some men work for anything, and some they don't work at all. Me, myself, I'm satisfied to sing for God's own song and ask you what I ask myself. Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you
If you're watching this on Rumble, please leave your comments below because I'm interested in how you feel about some of these things. When it comes to the Elon Musk-Donald Trump feud, that will be resolved. It will be over. We need both of those men. They're both great men, and they're both doing a good job for America, and we're counting on it. The big, beautiful bill probably is going to pass, but it does have a lot of problems. Here's the thing. I do trust Donald Trump on this. No one in Washington, D.C. knows more about money than Donald Trump, unless it be Scott Bessant, of course. And even then, they're probably very much on equal footing. So I absolutely trust that Donald Trump has a plan. Yes, we're running a huge deficit, but nothing like what we've been running the last 4 years. Donald Trump does have a plan. All I'm saying is trust him and let's go forward. Now this. You know, we need people to remember us and think good things about us every day. We need to give gifts to friends, loved ones, and customers, and that's why you need to go see my friends Brian and Christina at crazynestcreations.com. There you will find amazing custom t-shirts, coffee mugs, and incidentals that are going to make their day. You can find a t-shirt for your honey from the great Stylized Owl collection, or something for your friend or client or customer to cement your relationship for years to come. Don't forget, you have to get reelected to be grandma, grandpa, aunt, or uncle of the year, and that requires gifts. So crazynestcreations.com gives you an inexpensive way to engender warm and loving feelings for a lifetime. crazynestcreations.com, crazynestcreations.com, crazynestcreations.com. Go there today. Get those goodies for your friends, loved ones, and clients. You won't regret it, and they're going to remember you.
Brago Garcia has landed in the United States to face justice. On May 21st, a grand jury in the Middle District of Tennessee returned a sealed indictment charging Abrego Garcia with alien smuggling and conspiracy to commit alien smuggling in violation of Title 8 U.S.C. 1324. Our government presented El Salvador with an arrest warrant, and they agreed to return him to our country. We're grateful to President Bukele for agreeing to return him to our country to face these very serious charges. This is what American justice looks like. Upon completion of his sentence, we anticipate he will be returned to his home country of El Salvador. The grand jury found that over the past 9 years, Abrego Garcia has played a significant role in an alien smuggling ring. They found this was his full-time job, not a contractor. He was a smuggler of humans and children and women. He made over 100 trips, the grand jury found, smuggling people throughout our country. MS-13 members, violent gang terrorist organization members throughout our country.
So there, the Democrats are calling victory right now because they wanted this guy brought back to America. However, they're a little nonplussed about the fact that he's now going to be charged with all of these human smuggling crimes, over 100 of them, and they have it on video. They have him being arrested or at least being stopped by the Tennessee police. And of course, at that point in time, under the Biden administration, they didn't actually arrest illegal aliens that were caught committing crimes. They just let them go. But here's the good news. Now he is facing somewhere around 20 years in prison. He's going to get sentenced. He will be found guilty. And after he spends 20 years in prison here in the United States for some of his crimes, well, we're going to send him back to El Salvador. And they might have a little something for him down there, too. So I'm personally excited about this. The Democrats can claim victory if they want, but I think the American people are going to get a little victory out of this too. Thank you, Pam Bondi. Meanwhile, right here in Texas, we have a Texas program that allowed illegal aliens to pay the same rate at college as the state residents did when they were attending. But that has been discontinued because the federal government intervened. Now, you got to ask yourself your question. What the heck is Texas leadership in the Pink Palace doing, allowing students to continue to pay the same rate, even though they're illegal aliens, as people that live here and pay taxes? Well, a law took effect in 2001, according to the AP, when various policy efforts were being directed at inspiring the so-called dreamers. But I'd like to remind you that my grandchildren were dreamers too. They dreamed of having a good education. They dreamed of having a good job. They dreamed of being able to make a living. And the aliens, illegal aliens, and the Democrats had destroyed that. Rick Perry was the alleged governor at the time, and of course I only voted for him once because I realized as soon as I voted for him the first time, he was a lying sack of used dog food. Anyway, Wednesday, the federal government sued Texas to end that law, and Attorney General Ken Paxton said the state would not fight that lawsuit, paving the way for it to be decided in the government's favor. U.S. District Judge Reed O'Connor ruled that the law was applied to someone not lawfully here and therefore was unconstitutional and invalid. He was right. There are about 24 other states that have similar laws. O'Connor was appointed by former Rhino George W. Bush, 43. The outlet noted that the federal lawsuit said the federal law prohibits illegal aliens from getting in-state tuition benefits that are denied to out-of-state U.S. citizens. There are no exceptions, yet the state of Texas has ignored this law for many years and gotten away with it. AP reported that there's a huge difference in tuition rates at the University of Texas. In Austin, for instance, tuition for a state resident was about $11,000 and $41,000 for someone who came here from out of state. The Justice Department commends Texas leadership and AG Paxton for swiftly working to halt this problem where Americans were treated like second-class citizens in their own country. Attorney General Pam Bondi was very happy about this. She said other states should take note. We will continue filing affirmative legislation to remedy unconstitutional state laws that discriminate against American citizens. Paxton said it was time for the state law to crumble. I'm proud to stand with Attorney General Bondi and the Trump administration to stop this unconstitutional and un-American law that gives in-state tuition to people that shouldn't even be in this country. This law was an insult to our own citizens and has rightly been stopped from being enforced, and I will continue to fight for the American people and work swiftly to defeat any policy that puts illegal aliens ahead of our own citizens. Now, of course, I attended the University of Texas at San Antonio, but I can tell you right now, UT in Austin, well, they're not doing a good job, and if you're foolishly paying that stupid tuition to send your child to the UT of Austin, it's almost as bad as sending him to Harvard. Not quite. But I would recommend that you encourage your children not to worry about college degrees, but to find a job doing something they really enjoy and then read the classics. Start with the Bible. Read it cover to cover. And then maybe some Tolstoy or some Dickens or some of the other great novels that are out there written by people that really understood the world in America. On that note, see you guys tomorrow. You have a choice, and you chose Freedom 1300.